Deep smarts are a special kind of expertise because they're based on experience. And when we started doing research on deep smarts, we discovered that there were more characteristics than were covered in some of the research on expertise per se. So we came up with an additional set of characteristics that we felt were very important to understanding deep smarts, one of which is system thinking. Now, what I mean by system thinking is that an expert can understand the interdependencies in a given system and can predict what might happen if you change some aspect of that system. The system could be as small as some sort of mechanical piece, and maybe there are interactions among thermal and coatings, thermal characteristics and coatings, but it can also be as big as an organization. A design engineer who understands how a design will affect the cost and the schedule of a manufactured part has invaluable system understanding and system thinking, because he can interpret how a design change will work out when that prototype is sent to the manufacturing floor. Another characteristic is good judgment. An individual who knows when to stop a project, when to cut costs. Analytics are very important to business as they are to medicine and many other places. But there are many times when analytics will not deliver an answer, when the answer to a particular problem is dependent upon very swift decision making, and there's no time to collect a lot of data. That's where deep smarts come in. There's also context awareness. We all think about context when we travel in a foreign country, you know, that you don't point your foot at someone in particular Asian countries. But there are also many differences in context among clients, for example, or among different situations in which you're applying a particular product. Then there's diagnostics. A deeply smart person understands how to diagnose a situation, how to frame a problem, not just solve it, but think about what the problem is. And then there's the pattern recognition we've mentioned in association with expertise in general. And there's also creative thinking. Deeply smart people are usually not satisfied with the status quo. They're looking beyond it because they have a passion for their knowledge domain and they're still learning. And finally, they're strategic thinkers. They're thinking ahead. What's next?